Every year on the 9th of February, Namibia celebrates Constitution Day, a day to honor the supreme law that lays the foundation of our democratic state. It is a day to remind ourselves of the rights and freedoms enshrined in this living document. Rights fought for, earned through struggle, and promised to all who call Namibia home. But as the flags wave and the speeches echo with pride, I find myself wrestling with a question that grows louder each year. Have we become a nation that celebrates rights more than we live out responsibilities? Our Constitution guarantees us many things: dignity, freedom, equality, privacy, and protection. But there is an equal and essential duty for each right we hold. Rights do not exist in a vacuum. They demand action, discipline, compassion, and above all, responsibility. What follows is not just a reflection, but a reminder. If we want a better Namibia, we must stop thinking of citizenship as a set of entitlements and start seeing it as a daily commitment to the common good. To be a good citizen is to live in such a way that your rights empower others, not just yourself. It means recognizing that your rights end where another person's begin, thinking freely but acting responsibly, creating value for yourself, your family, and your community, understanding that financial independence is a form of national service, to produce wealth by labor and only by labor, and to spend less than you have produced so that your children are not dependent on the state when you are no more. Protecting the lives of others through safe, thoughtful actions. On the road, in your home, at work, taking care of your own health through good habits and not becoming a burden through preventable illnesses, treating service workers with kindness and dignity, questioning working conditions, especially when we benefit from others' labor. Paying fair wages, whether to the person cleaning your office or the one tending your garden. Rejecting all forms of discrimination based on race, gender, religion, ethnicity, or social class. Respecting other people's property, privacy, and boundaries, both physical and digital. Building strong families rooted in love, respect, and responsibility. Honoring your parents, supporting your elders, and strengthening family ties. Seeing every child as your own. Protecting, educating, and listening to them. Living as a role model, not by perfection, but by consistently striving to treat others well. Providing your children with the financial and emotional support they need to reach their full potential. Let's walk through some key constitutional rights and the civic duties they imply for each of us. Article 6, protection of life right. Every Namibian has the right to life, responsibility. Avoid actions that threaten others, whether through violence, neglect, or reckless behavior. Speak out and act when life is in danger, even if it's inconvenient. Article 7, protection of liberty right. We are all entitled to freedom and security. Responsibility. Never bully, intimidate, or falsely imprison others. Resolve conflict through dialogue, not violence. Article 8, respect for human dignity. Right, every individual is born with inherent dignity. Responsibility, treat every person, no matter their status, with respect, warmth, and kindness. Article 9, slavery and forced labor right. No one shall be subjected to forced labor or human trafficking. Responsibility, refuse to benefit from exploitative labor, in business or at home. Promote ethical work conditions and fair compensation. Article 10, equality and freedom from discrimination right. All Namibians are equal before the law. Responsibility, actively reject all forms of discrimination. Defend the dignity and rights of others, even if their struggle is not your own. Article 13. Privacy right. Every Namibian has the right to privacy responsibility. Respect others' personal information, correspondence and choices. Avoid gossip, doxing or spreading private content without consent. Article 14. Family right. The family is the cornerstone of society. Responsibility. Build families that nurture, protect and uplift each member. Support not just biological family, but chosen community too. Article 15. Children's rights right. Children are entitled to special protection, education and care. Responsibility. Ensure that no child is neglected, abused or deprived of opportunity. Raise children to understand their rights and their duties. Too often, we speak of the Constitution as something that protects us from others, from government, employers, even our neighbors. But we forget that it also calls us toward others to act, build and protect the fabric of this nation. We cannot keep asking, what am I owed? We must also ask, what do I owe? Namibia's promise depends not just on its laws, but on its people. People who see the beauty in their rights and the power of their responsibilities. If you've read this far, I invite you to reflect and respond. Let's keep this conversation going. Email me at milton@lawwogmail.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts.